Hello everyone, my name is Samantha and I will be doing my presentation on the migration of monarch butterflies. The monarch butterfly is one of the most recognized butterflies in the world and is the only one known to have a two-way migration like birds and whales. First, let's start off with classification. The monarchs are in the domain Eukarya, which means they have a true nucleus, one enclosed in a membrane. The kingdom is Animalia. They are multicellular, eukaryotic, heterotrophic, and lack a cell wall. They are also in the phylum Arthropoda. They are invertebrates, which means they lack a backbone, have jointed appendages, and a segmented body, as well as an exoskeleton. The class is Insecta, which means they have 3 main body segments, 6 legs, wings, and specialized mouth parts. Monarchs are in the order Leptoptera, which means they have scales and wings. Lepsis is the Greek word for scale, and patron is the Greek word for wing. Monarchs are a part of the family Nymphalidae, which means their 4 legs are reduced in size. The genus is Danis, and the scientific name for the monarch is Danis plexippus. Some facts about the monarch include that they are invertebrates, as previously mentioned. They also are herbivores, which means they don't eat meat. They are so recognizable because of their distinct colors and patterns. The adult butterflies have bright orange wings with black veins and white spots. Almost everyone has seen a monarch or at least recognizes one. Their life cycle is one of metamorphosis. They start as an egg, which the adult disperses onto the milkweed plant, and then develop into a larva. This is the stage where they can also be known as caterpillars. As caterpillars, their priority is growing, so they will spend most of their time eating. The caterpillars will also molt 5 times. The larva diet solely consists of milkweed, the plant on which they are dispersed as an egg. This plant is essential for the survival of the species. The milkweed plant is also poisonous to other animals. However, the monarch larvae have evolved to not only use the plant for food, but also to make themselves poisonous as well. Their bright colors are a sign to predators that they're dangerous to eat. This is a crucial defense for the survival of the monarch larva. After 2 weeks as larvae, they then enter the pupa stage. The larvae make a chrysalis as seen in the photo. This is a protective cocoon spun by the larva. After spending 1 to 2 weeks in the chrysalis, they emerge as adult monarch butterflies. Monarch butterflies cannot survive in cold weather. This is one of the reasons for their evolutionary trait of mass migration. They prefer warmer climates with milkweed, so their eggs and larvae will be able to survive. According to a study done in Nature magazine, the North American population has the most basal lineage of this species, and non-North American populations were derived from them through mass migration and gene flow. There are 2 separate populations within North America, the eastern monarchs and the western monarchs. The 2 populations are divided physically by the Rocky Mountains. While they both use migration, there are some differences between them worth pointing out, which we will discuss later. You can find monarchs all over the world, but mostly in warmer subtropical areas with milkweed present. Now on to the main topic, monarch migration. I will only discuss the migration of the North American monarchs because they are the most well known and researched. Some monarchs have been recorded traveling up to 3,000 miles to get to their overwintering sites in the south. It really makes you wonder how such a small creature can travel so far. First off, from their evolutionary beginnings, migration became important due to the fact that they could not survive cold temperatures. They needed to go somewhere warm. As the species evolved, the North American monarchs adapted for the long trips that they had to take across the continent. Research has shown that they use the magnetic pull of the earth, just like birds, to know where they are. Along with this, the monarchs use the sun's position in the sky. They only travel by day and roost in large numbers at night for warmth. A study done at the University of Chicago has revealed that natural selection plays a major role in flight efficiency. Those that have the traits to fly better have a better chance of survival. If a butterfly has a better ability to fly, it has a better chance of making it to the overwintering site and reproducing. From the same study at the University of Chicago, the researchers found that there is a single gene responsible for collagen formation. This makes the muscles in monarch butterflies more efficient. They are able to save energy due to more collagen being formed. They found that monarchs that did not travel long periods of time did not have this gene. Monarchs have also learned to use wind and wind currents to carry them, and have also been known to use peninsulas to find the shortest distances across water. Now we're going to briefly talk about the differences between the western and eastern populations of monarchs in North America. The eastern population spends summer in the north. They can be found in Canada and the northeastern United States. As they sense the weather getting colder, they start to migrate south. Only monarchs that emerged from their chrysalis in late summer or early fall make the migration. All of the different routes from the north converge in central Texas, and millions of monarchs make their way to central Mexico. More specifically, they are headed to the Transvolcanic Mountains just west of Mexico City. Here, they will spend the winter. Once the days become longer and hotter in the south, the monarchs head back north, laying eggs at some point along the way. The new generation will continue north as well and lay more eggs. This will happen 4 to 5 times, meaning there will be 4 to 5 new generations once all of the monarchs are back north. The western monarchs start in the Pacific Northwest and migrate south to California. They can be found from the Bay Area all the way to the south in Baja. They have hundreds of overwintering sites all across the state of California. The microclimate at these sites are similar to those in central Mexico. Once spring arrives, they disperse back north and to most of the states west of the Rockies. The North American monarch populations have been declining. This is due to a number of reasons, including habitat loss, which means there's less food for the butterflies, there's less sites to overwinter, and there's less breeding sites. Another reason is climate change. This shifts the times when the butterflies emerge from the chrysalis, and it also shifts the times in which they migrate. Wildfires also can contribute to habitat loss and killing off some species. The increased use of pesticides has been recorded, and this means that there is less milkweed in which the larvae and eggs can feed on. Scientific communities that track the monarch migrations are seeing less and less butterflies at overwintering sites in the south. Just this year, the Bay Area monarch count resulted in less than 2,000 butterflies. In 2018, just 2 years ago, the count was at 27,000. With such a drastic drop in numbers, it leaves scientists wondering if the western monarch is on the brink of extinction. Insects are notorious for bouncing back from such losses, but with such low numbers, it leaves us wondering what the future of the western North American monarch will be.